All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to save an insane amount of money or gold when trading for dust items. Now the main way that everyone's kind of been buying dust the most efficient way possible is using the POE ratio app. Okay, but basically, let's just say Combs Roots. This site says this is the best trade. It says 1C, 50,000 dust per chaos. The best trade in the world. Now that we have instant trading, this is obviously the best item. We're going to click on it. Oh, it's actually 2C, not 1C. Okay, so that's instantly 25,000 dust per chaos. That kind of sucks. Okay, because the trade site's wrong because it has trouble keeping up with the actual accurate thing, because the second it goes to the top, everybody buys it, or it's just wrong in general. But also, we go over here, we see it costs 6,660. So now, if I want, let's say, 8 million dust, I have to, about my fucking 37 calculators, if I want, let's say, 8 million dust to send a shipment, okay, now I get, we get 50,000 for this, 50,000, let's just be rough here, it doesn't matter, like I'm with your mother. It's going to cost us 160 of that. 160 of that times 6,660, it's going to cost me 1 million gold to trade for all these comb roots. We can't have that. We can't be spending 1 million gold. That's all my gold. It's like a day of farming gold. So the new best way is either A, save a lot of money. You can save a lot of money. Go to Path of Exile Trade. You go to item level. You type in 84 because it's got to be motherfucking 84. You go to quality. You type in 0. You go to corrupted. You type in no. I'll get into why you want to have 0 quality. Well, I'll just say it right now. It boosts the amount of gold the item costs more than it boosts the dust. Okay, then we go to gold fee. We saw Combs was worth 6,660. Let's do 5,000, right? What's the cheapest 5,000? Oh, this one's an Orb of Alchemy. Breath of the Council. Wow. How much do I get for Breath of the Council? Even though I could literally see right now, it is 100% an Orb of Alchemy. It costs nothing. So this is obviously the best dust per chaos, right? It is literally an alch. It is like a 20th of a C. I could get, but again, oh, now it's costing me 5,000 gold. So the choice is that you can get a lot of dust for literally no money, or you could do the opposite. And you could get a lot of dust for a reasonable amount of money and a little gold. Now, you might think that the standard way, the best deal you'd think is probably something like we go to the trade site here and we go, let's just do something reasonable, right? Because we go up towards like, okay, I want 1 million plus. Well, now our dust per chaos has just dropped from a very easy to achieve 25 to 30,000 dust per chaos to 1,089. Is this even true? Can we even get this for 108C? No, it's not even 108C. It's 120C, right? So there, that just dropped down to whatever the fuck. So let's just go down to the bottom, 15,000, Ricotta's Dance. Is this actually 170C? No, it's 111C. You know, so that's kind of the problem with this. Right now, this is a banger fucking deal, by the way. This is a banger fucking deal. No, it's not actually. Is it? This is 2 million? Yo, it's a banger. I'm taking that home. We got to go buy this. This is a banger deal right now. 111 for Ricotta's? What are these guys doing? They're undercutting the market by like 30C. You can't trust the system. You can't trust the system, guys. This guy's got 2 of them. Just flooding the market.
Wish I'd kept that one.
Just flooding the market. I got to get more gold. I'm on a C. Never mind. I'm just leaving. Bye. Now, the way to guarantee that you're always getting the best deal in some way, either it's the cheapest or it's the best value per gold per chaos kind of vibes. You go to item level, we already told you, item level 84, quality max 0. Come down here. Let's do 20,000. Now, I'm going to click on it. This costs 9C. This costs 20,000 here. How much does a Maelstrom staff give me? Now we can check the gold price over here really quickly. Reset. Reset. How do you spell Maelstrom though? We're gonna go disintegrator. Yeah, words. This is 231,000. Cost me 12C. Is that true? Is this true? No, this is 10C. This one's a good deal. But it gives me 231,000. But it cost me 20,000 dust. Now, as we just said earlier, the combs, wherever they were costing me 2C, 6,660 dust. They're giving me 50,000. So this costs double the dust, a little bit more than double the dust. Let's say 2.5 times double the dust, but it gives me more than 4 times the amount of dust. I appeared to have a stroke when recording this, but basically, this guarantees that you're either going to save a certain percentage on the actual item itself, meaning you're going to get the cheapest one. So earlier we showed that the cheapest item per dust ratio was 51,000 dust per chaos, but you couldn't actually get it because when we clicked on the item, it wasn't 1C, it was 2C. Then we found an item that gave very similar amount of dust, but it actually cost 1 alch. So that was way more dust per chaos than any other thing, even on the map at all. And that's the way you find the absolute best dust per chaos in the game, period. But the problem with that is then you end up spending 1 million gold. So, okay, so is the trade site actually still better? Because we don't want to use those low items because they cost so much gold per dust you get. No, we still want to use the gold fee search in our custom search because we're always going to get the most updated current thing. Since dust and gold are so closely linked, they're not one-to-one, they are heavily correlated, we can almost guarantee that we're going to get the current cheapest thing on the market for the amount of dust it gives. So if I put in 25,000, I'm going to get an item that is close to around 200 to 250,000, and it's going to be the cheapest one on the market, meaning it's always up to date, because even though the list is very accurate and the best way to use it, if it was always up to date, it's not. It's always going to be, as you saw, the Ricotta's Dance was actually 111 right then instead of 170, and the Shield, instead of being 108, it was 180. That's a 50% difference in value, even though it costs the same dust. That's kind of the point. So you're always going to get the best updated deal, or sometimes you can just get lucky by clicking on the thing and seeing like, oh, it's not 170 right now, it's actually 110, almost half. So, or like 50% less. So that's kind of the point. That's how you search for it, and that's the video. And your mom is really hot. Your mom's sexually hot. Oh god, your mom's so hot. Oh. Also, a top 10 million billion gamer tip for elitist is a lot of times you'll like you don't want corrupted items. You 15,555. You can get something like a flask grants last breath when you use a skill. If you're like, how do I get rid of this thing? It's all last breaths. I can't disenchant that. Come up here, you hit this last breath, yada yada, and then you hit not up here. Make sure it's not. Hit this. Go here. Not. Search. And oh yeah, now it's Onyx Amulets, and it's still showing this up because it's unidentified. And if that happens, then of course you just go down here, find the identified option, hit no, search again. Okay, that's the opposite of what you want to do, but you know what I'm saying. Hit yes, I want it identified, and you know sometimes it'll like ruin, I guess, a little bit of your chances, but then you end up with neck. Now the other thing to mention is necks are slightly less efficient because you're paying more gold for them. Almost always, they're less gold efficient. Necks will be almost always less gold efficient because the way it works is it just, you know, the fee is 15,600, but with like an armor or something, you could buy it with 0 quality, put some armors on it, and then you get the other 30, 40, 50,000 dust or whatever the fuck you're missing. And that's how, even though you didn't pay the gold because you already had the armor, you know, that's just kind of how it works. And yeah.